So good morning. Last week we focused on the hips, the thighs, the lower body. This week we're going to move it up northway to the shoulders. The shoulders are very, very important in terms of our posture, in terms of breathing, and also emotionally. You know, it's interesting the language that we use when we speak about the body. We talk about putting our shoulder to the wheel and shouldering our responsibilities, or even carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders. So we indicate with our language how important that area is and how it can be a storage place, not only for physical tension, but emotional tension. Before we do our centering, I'm going to show you how the shoulders work in combination with the upper back. So let's begin. So when we speak about our posture and our alignment, there's always the reminder to bring the shoulders up and back and down. And as we get older, or as we feel tired or depressed, there's a tendency to round the shoulders this way. Now, the shoulders have lots of flexibility because they are a ball and socket joint. We can flex, we can extend, we can abduct, we can adduct, and we can do circles. But watch what happens when we start to collapse through the shoulders. So I'm going to stand sideways. So you've seen this, right? Somebody walking along, the shoulders are around, whatever. So my shoulders, my arms are internally rotated. Notice what happens to the other movements. If I try to bring my arms into flexion, I kind of get stuck here. And the same thing with abduction. It's really hard to bring the arms out to the side. So very important to remember to bring those shoulders back and down to allow that full range of motion that the shoulders like to enjoy. Think too, if you're rounding like this, how difficult it is to breathe fully. So let's begin. Make sure you have your yoga tie handy because we're going to be using that. So let's just settle into our chair to settle into the moment and our practice. Begin by circling your shoulders. Noticing any sensations that are showing up, and circle in the other direction. And then maybe bring those shoulders up towards your ears, create a lot of tension there, and then let them drop with a sigh. Ha. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Shoulders up. Breathe in, create some tension, and then release it with a sigh. Ha. Last time. And just let them sink down. Allow your eyes to close or look softly at the floor. And now is when we turn our attention inward, noticing how we're feeling in our body, our energy, any emotions that we might be bringing to the practice, and always noticing how busy the thoughts can be. Give yourself permission to be fully present. Tuning deeply in to the sensation of breath. Allowing yourself to feel the breath in all 4 directions. Top to bottom, front to back, and side to side. The whole body breathing. If you can manage it, just allow yourself to extend that exhale a little bit longer. Each time your thoughts pull you away from the moment, use that awareness to come back to the breath. Let yourself take 3 more complete breaths here. At the end of that third exhale, just let your breath return to its normal rhythm. Notice how you feel. And we'll bring our centering to close by bringing hands to heart center and joining our voices in an Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om. Shanti. Peace. May we all know peace. So let's begin with some beautiful sun breaths, gathering in that energy, bringing the arms up and exhaling, letting the arms float down. Looking up as you breathe in and letting the chin drop down towards your chest as you breathe out. And again, this time we're going to breathe the arms up, keep the head in a neutral position, and remain in seated mountain. Pressing your feet into the floor, engaging your core, lifting your fingers and sliding the shoulders down your back body. Good. So let's lower the arms out to shoulder height. Turn the palms down. Good. Inhale, turn the palms up. And exhale, turn them down. So if you can, let your attention come to your shoulder blades in the back. And notice how those shoulder blades are moving as you rotate the arms internally and externally. Good. One more time, turn them down. Inhale, turn them up. Placing your fingertips on your shoulders. Let's begin to do some rotations. Nice and slow. Got a little crunching going on in one shoulder. And those noises are fine as long as there's no pain or discomfort involved. Let's do one more circle and then switch it up, go the other way. We're going to counteract all those long hours of sitting. Good. So let's inhale now and open the elbows back. Oh, bring the chest forward. Exhale, curl your spine, touch your elbows together in front. Inhaling, shoulders out. Exhale, bring them in. So I'm doing a little cat and dog tilt with my spine as I do this. Hello, sweet pea. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then release. Wonderful. Notice how your shoulders feel. So let's just lift up the left arm and begin to sweep from side to side. Try to keep your sitting bones evenly placed on the chair as you go from side to side. So you're limiting your movement to the upper body. Exhale, sweep across. Inhale, bring the arm down. And sweep. And drop. So let's sweep across this time and pause. Check in with your sitting bones. Make sure they're on the chair and the feet are on the floor. Now you can take that right arm and press the wall away. Good. Inhale, come up, and we're going to bend that elbow now. Place the palm as far down between your shoulder blades as you can reach. Good. I'm going to cradle that elbow with my right palm. Shoulders back, elbows back. Don't round your spine. How about one more breath here? Good. And let's let that go. And you all know by now that if something doesn't feel good that we're doing a movement, you can come out of the pose sooner, or you can modify it as it works for you. Let's sweep the other arm from side to side. And if you want to moan and groan a little bit, feel free, let out some sounds. When we make those noises, we give the body full permission to relax. Exhaling, sweeping across, inhaling, arm comes down. And the next time your arm sweeps across, we're going to pause, bending directly to the side. We're not rolling forward. We're not rolling back. Good. And if you like, extend that left arm, press the wall away in the opposite side. Feet firmly on the floor. Don't hold your breath. Good. Let's release that now and bend that right elbow. Walk the fingers down your back as far below the shoulder blades as you can. Cradle that elbow with your left palm. Find that nice, deep breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Let that be the signal to release and take a breath. Let's do the 6 movements of the spine, beginning with the dog and the cat. So as the inhale enters the body, the chest comes forward, the head looks up, and your shoulders and elbows go back. Good. Exhale, press your back towards the back of the chair. Tuck your chin. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. So think about the bones in your spine, the vertebrae, moving one at a time, just like beads on a string. Opening and closing. Let's do 2 more of those. Opening wide into dog. Exhale, curling the spine. Last time, breath comes in. Elbows and shoulders back. Exhale and rounding. And breathe it back to neutral. Ready for the twist? Here we go. Start with the right arm, stretch it out. Good. Bring that palm to your left knee, left hand to the chair. Begin with a lengthening in-breath. And then as you exhale, begin to rotate to the left. I'm going to cross my left leg over the right. You can join me if you like, if that feels good. There's always lots of options with your yoga practice. Good. Breathe it back. Coming around to the front, and we'll go to the other side. Left arm reaches out. Always putting lots of energy in that arm before you begin your twist. Bring that palm to your right knee, right hand to the chair. Lengthening on that inhale and twisting on the exhale. I'm going to cross my right leg over the left. Just adds a little more intensity to the twist. Not too much, just a little. Great. And inhale, let's come back. Take a breath. Ready for thread the needle? Here we go. We'll begin with the right side. Sliding it along your left thigh. Remember, it doesn't matter how far you go, everyone's going to be different. You can ease that arm further forward. You can lean forward. Always keeping the head relaxed. And the last option is to add a sweep of your left arm out to the side or completely overhead. So I'm getting a nice rotation the whole length of my back. Good. Let's inhale and release that side. Pause for a breath. And moving along to the other side, left arm stretches out. Exhale, slide it along the right thigh. We always move slowly with awareness, knowing where the best place is for us to hold the pose. Head is relaxed. Give it a little shake. One more breath, please. Good. And then release that. Come all the way up and sit for a moment. Let your body receive that twist. Great. So we're going to do the seated twist, but we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. So we're going to be inhaling and then going to one side, inhaling, exhaling to the other side. So feel free to slow it down if you like, or speed it up if you like, or stop. Here we go. Breath in, exhale to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the other side. Good. Lengthen each time you reach up. Gently twist as you breathe out. And you can add that little contraction of the belly as you go from side to side with a ha breath. Ha. Get a little energy going here. Ha. 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 One more time from side to side. Good. Reach up, pause in mountain pose. Bring your palms together and let them come to rest at your heart. So we're in the perfect position to begin our sun salutations. Inhaling, arms sweep up. On an exhale, reach back. Breathe it back to mountain and now fold forward on an exhale. Place your palms on your knees. Breathe in. Come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhaling as the arms sweep up. Exhale, reach it back. Take the breath in and let it go back to your heart. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale and exhale. Breathing into mountain, folding forward on an exhale. Coming up halfway, palms to knees. Exhaling and folding. Inhale, sweep up, lots of breath. Reach it back, exhale. Take the breath in. Draw your palms back to your heart. Last time. And reach it back. Take the breath in, let it go. Palms to the knees as you come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. And reach it back. Take the breath into mountain and then come to rest at your heart. And let's pause for a few breaths so we can notice, how do you feel? So we saluted the sun. Let's salute the moon. So we're going to bring the arms up. And with the moon salutation, it's important to keep your upper arms alongside your head. So here's a good way to do that. If you bend your elbows and drop the hands down behind your back, just squeeze your head just gently with your upper arms. Now, see if you can keep those arms right where they are, the upper arms, and just straighten the elbows. Whoo! Let's try that again. Bend the elbows, press the upper arms into the side of your head, and then straighten the elbows and reach it up. If your shoulders are really, really tight and it's not comfortable for you, you can separate the arms. Good. Breathe in. And now we're going to arch to the right. Half moon. Good. Breathe it back to center. And exhale to the left. Sit bones on the chair. Great. Inhale, reach up. And now we're going to do a little back bend. If it's uncomfortable for you to keep your arms extended, you can bring your arms out to the side, or you can actually support your lower back with your palms. Good. Breathe in, lengthen first, then reach it back. So is it a little bit more of a tilt in your spine? Arms and shoulders back. Good. Breathe it back to mountain. And now we're going to fold forward. So again, keeping the arms aligned with the side of the head, coming all the way down. Good. And you can relax your arms for a minute, give them a little shake. They might be getting tired. So re-engage the arms. Now we're going to come up. Great. And half moon to the left. Lengthen through center. Half moon to the right. Bring it back to center and back to your heart. So we do a pose in yoga called Yoga Mudra, which means the symbol of yoga. And we use it as a reminder to pay attention to the language of our hearts, and sometimes to listen more to that than the jumble of thoughts that's going on in your head. So we do that by placing the head below or subservient to the heart. So first we're going to choose an arm position. I'm going to bring my arms around behind me and interlace my palms and squeeze my shoulders together. I'm going to turn around so you can see the position. So there's a really strong squeeze in the shoulder blades and the palms are reaching down. If this does not work for you, you can take a hold of your opposite elbows, or you can even use a yoga tie here. Okay, whatever works. So breathing your arms up, turn your palms outward, sweep your arms around, and find a position that works for your arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades, good, and relax. Squeeze the shoulders and relax. Squeeze those shoulders. This time, hold the shoulder blades as close together as you can. Separate your feet a little wider. We're going to fold forward. So breathing in and exhale. begin to fold forward. Now, the hands can stay at the lower back, or for a deeper stretch, allow your hands to come away from your lower back. And breathe. Let's come up now, keeping that squeeze in the shoulder blades. All the way up. Good. Release your hands. Let them sweep around and come to rest. Ooh, that's an intense stretch. It's really good if you've been sitting hunched over the computer or reading, just to open up the chest. So let's do our seated Cobra stretch. We're going to reach around behind, grab a hold of the back of the chair. Good. Inhale, allow your chest to come forward just like it does in downward, in the cat and the dog stretch. Good. Inhale, look up. Breathe in. Exhale, relax. Good. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, chest pulls forward, head looks up. And relax. Last time, chest comes forward, head looks up. If this bothers your neck, you can always keep your head in a neutral position. Good. Good. And relax. Let your hands rest on your thighs. So a lot of those movements were connected with flexibility in the shoulder joint. Now we're going to work a little bit on strengthening. And we've done these moves before with the yoga tie. So the intention here is to keep tension on the tie through all of the movements that we're going to do. So this puts these muscles into a nice isometric contraction, which is very strengthening. Good. So holding the tie at a comfortable distance. Good. Breathe it up overhead. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, bring it forward. Bring it up and reach it back. Staying with your breath as you rock forward and back and keeping the tension on the tie. Good. One more time back. And one more time forward. So if you need to rest or release the tie at any point, please feel free. You should feel your arms really working at this point. We're going to arch from side to side. So taking care that both arms stay straight. Good. By keeping the tension on the tie. Just going from side to side. Swaying in the breeze. So now let's do a nice big circle. Maybe you're starting small. Maybe the circles get a little bigger. Good, and let's switch it up and go the other direction. Nice, steady breath. And stretch that tie out one more time and then let it go. Just take a minute to observe how your shoulders feel. Okay. So we're going to work on the eagle pose, which is a very intense upper body stretch. It's also a balance pose. We're going to do it twice. We're going to do it once seated, and then we're going to do it again. I'm going to do it standing, and you are free to join me, or you can repeat it in the seated position. So let's begin with the arms. So open your arms really wide. These are your wings. Take your left arm, bring your right arm on top and wrap them. Press the palms together. Squeeze those upper arm bones. Now, if this does not work for you for whatever reason, there's two options. You can cross your arms across your chest, or you can bring your lower arms and your palms together in front of your chest. So you want to be able to squeeze the upper arm bones towards one another. Good. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, press them down. Inhale, lift. Lower. And lift. And lower. And now let's make some circles with the elbows. So they'll be small. They won't be very big. The rest of the body stays quiet. Let's go the other way. Good. So now we're going to add the lower body. I'm going to take my left foot and cross it over my right. Now, the thighs fall apart from each other. Squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze the upper arm bones together. Gaze off towards the horizon. And breathe. Good. One more breath. Exhale. Release the feet. And release your arms. We're going to go directly to the other side. So the right arm comes across. The left arm comes on top. And you wrap or cross the arms across your chest. Or bring your arms together and palms together in front of your heart. Your choice. Good. Good. Let's lift the elbows. And exhale, bring them down. You probably noticed that when you cross on one side, it's a little easier than on the other. That's perfectly natural. Lifting and lowering with the breath. And we'll circle. And we're going to go the other way. So let's add the feet here. We're pressing those upper arm bones together, sitting up tall. Take your right foot, cross it over your left, and squeeze the thigh bones towards each other. Make sure you're breathing. A little bit of core engagement going on right here. Just so you sit up tall. Good. Inhale, exhale, release the feet. Wings. And allow them to float down. Great. So we're going to repeat the eagle pose now, standing, but feel free to do it seated if that works better for you. So let's open our wings. Good. Exhale, bring the right under the left. Squeeze those arm bones together. Again, you can use those alternative hand positions. So it may be that you feel a little shaky and you don't want to add the feet. That's fine. If you do, going to take the right foot and cross it over the left. Excuse me. And squeeze the thigh bones together. Good. Gaze off into the distance. Wonderful. One more breath. And then we'll release the feet. Open the wings. And go directly to the other side. Oh, tickle in my throat. Okay, so you can add the feet if you like. We're going to cross The left over the right this time. Squeeze those thigh bones together. Squeeze the upper arm bones together, but don't stop the breath. Keep that breath moving. Good. Release the feet. Release your hands. So we're going to work on the sun salutation standing. And again, know that you have permission to sit down for your half sun salutation. You also have permission to keep one hand on the chair. You don't need my permission for any of this. It's whatever it takes to let you have a good practice. Excuse me. Got to begin with hands in prayer position. Pray that I stop coughing. Good. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, reach back. Breathe it back to mountain. And now fold forward. Good. You can put one hand on the chair if you like. Come up halfway, palms to knees. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhaling as you reach back. Breathing back to mountain and back to your heart. Let's do that again. Deep breath in. And exhale, reach it back. Take your breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Palms to the knees, come up halfway. So I'm creating a flat back here. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhaling as you reach it back. Breathing back to mountain and back to your heart. So let's step the feet, comfortable distance apart. Good. And extend one arm, or if you don't need the other one for support, both arms. 5-pointed star. Press into your feet. Press your hands away from each other and lift through your crown. So remember how we observed the shoulder blade movement when we were seated. Let's do that again. So inhale and turn the palms up. Exhale, float them down. Good. Inhale, turn them up. Exhale, turn them down. Knees should be soft. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. So let's get ready for triangle pose. I'm going to turn my right foot so the toes are facing the chair. And reach up with my left arm. So be mindful of that shoulder. There's a tendency to roll forward towards the chair. So you want to make sure you're bringing that shoulder back. Good. Reach up with the arm and then begin to arch. Doesn't matter how far you go. Let the left hip move out to the side. You don't need that right hand for balance. Bring it to your leg and breathe. Shoulder back, breath steady, gaze quiet. Good. We'll release here now. Put lots of energy in that left arm. Bring it up. Drop it down. And then do a nice counter stretch here. Bring it back to center. And we'll pause for a downward facing dog before we do that on the other side. So your choice is to stand at the back of the chair and walk your feet away. Or if you'd like, I like to put my hands on the seat of the chair. My knees are soft. I'm going to Bend and straighten them. Should feel a good stretch all the way from your shoulders, all the way down the backs of the legs. Good. And let's come on back and go over to the other side. So nice, comfortable stance, always keeping those knees a little bit soft. Arms extend out. Good. Press into the soles of your feet. Come into 5-pointed star. It may look like you're just standing here, but there's a lot going on. Shoulders back, fingers reaching away from each other, crown lifted. Good. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, rotate them down. So imagine that your thumb is a rudder. So you're turning that rudder down and back, and then bringing it up and back. Good. Noticing what's going on in the shoulder blades as you do this. Good. Good. So let's set up for triangle on this side. Left foot faces the chair. Right foot turns in slightly. Now we're going to pay attention to that right shoulder. I want to make sure the shoulder stays back. Reach up with the right arm and arch directly to the side. So if you only come a little distance, that's fine. The alignment is more important than how far over you bend. Good. Reach, really reaching for the opposite wall, releasing the hand from the chair if you feel safe. Nice steady breaths. And you can play with the gaze. You can look up, you can look at the horizon, you can look at the floor, whatever feels best. Keeping that shoulder back and keeping the breath steady. That's the secret. So let's release that now. Lots of energy in that right arm. Bring it up and down. Left arm does a little counter stretch. Step your feet together. How about one more downward facing dog? Your choice, back of the chair or hands to the seat of the chair. Sigh out the breath. Done some great work here. Your shoulders are going to be very happy. Good. Let's release that. Walking back towards the chair and taking a seat. One more time, we're going to finish up with our seated Cobra stretch. Holding on to the back of the chair. Bring your chest forward. Oh, pulling your chest forward. Head looking up. Nice deep breath. And release. Hands come to rest in your lap. Allowing your eyes to close. Sinking softly into the breath. And observing all the changes that have happened during your practice. Keeping your thoughts firmly in the moment. Always thinking of your breath as the anchor, so your thoughts don't drift away. Letting your breath get a little bit deeper now and adding some of those final stretches that your body is asking for, whatever they happen to be. No right or wrong way to do this, just whatever feels good. Returning your hands to heart center. And just giving yourself credit for all the wisdom that you hold in your heart. Let's close our practice with an Om. Om. Om Shanti, peace. May all beings everywhere know peace. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.